Hey guys, Michael here. I want to show you something I found. This is my sketchbook for illustrations and character designs. I usually do for my world building project, and will be rather a funny video because this sketches is total shit, and sometimes I don't know what it is. So let's take a look. This is a map uh, which is part of my fantasy world. If you watching my videos, you maybe know which part it is. Uh, but I will show you other stuff here. I do these sketches usually in traveling bus or waiting on lunch or something like that. Just before we start, I want to apologize for my broken English and for quality of this video. Um, as you can see, I do these warriors, these dudes, um, as fleshing out my ideas for next characters. This is Umbrian Knight, and this is a rebel for the Godfrey's Rebellion story. And there is a lot of other stuff. This is some icons when I plan my world building project as some kind of RTS game. So there is wood, food, stone, iron, and some other stuff like from Age of Empires or something like that. This is other rebel warriors. As you can see, this is some late Middle Ages style, uh, 13th or 14th century. This is another icons. Yeah, this is crazy. This is crazy because it's monstrous for my fantasy world. This is monstrous, absolutely menace. These kind some of orcs and wolf rider, but in samurai armor. This is some goblin. I will talk about it later. This is, I think, troll or something. This is usually when I don't want to draw characters in detail, so I just draw some details I want to show. Maybe the guy with the spear, with scimitar and shield. And there is something better. This is some Norman or Viking helmets, because part of the story is set in early Middle Ages. There is another Umbrian knight and cavalry and some mercenary warrior and other designs. This is icon with snake with wings. I want my warriors from Umbrian land having this banner with guy with crossbow, but I don't like much crossbow, so I like to make archers. This is another knight. This is a Norman type of warrior with kite shield. This is from some later period. This is a combination with something like a Norman helmet with Roman helmet with plume, of course, and other resources. Yeah, this is from rebel faction. I call them Silurians. These warriors have more like leather armor, and their main weapon is axe. This is another variation. of these warriors. I usually do uh, just one person without armor, and I will design some, or design, I will draw some sheet sketches with weapons they have. This is sword, shield, bow and arrow for the Umbrian. This is for Silverians with leather armor or padded armor with some fuel, mm, spear, axe, shield, crossbow, which is basically scrapped idea. They don't use crossbow now. This is for some buffed guy, which is, I think, some orc with samurai type of weapons. And this is some crazy guy with, I don't know what it is, skid or I don't know, sling. This is sling, yeah. This is, I don't know, maybe straw hat. I don't know. This illustration is Prince Luther, which is main protagonist in Godfrey's Rebellion story. This is another view on him with some gloves, banner again, or I don't know, I call it. You call it in English. This is some poses. I like to draw for the Umbrians feathers. This is another variation for Prince Lothar with some Gothic plate armor and another helmet variations. And this is from Madness Combat, if you know this. And there are some isometric buildings, which is some village with entrance here and walls on the side and some town hall. This is some castle. This is top view. This is front view. This looks better. It's more wooden. And this was early sketches on of Baron Godfrey, which is with some funny face because I want to look him fat. And there is another variation, beards, mustaches, a few and other stuff. There are another buildings I want to make as the part of the real-time strategy project, which I mentioned at the beginning. And this is woodcutter, this is sawmill, this is blacksmith, this is market or farm, this is a mill, and this is town halls. This is some horse drawing from memory. I like to draw a horses. This is building in game map. This is some mine, farm, forest, which when you can harvest wood and something like that. And this is other buildings. This is palisade wall, another town hall, mill, farm, stuff like that. Just imagine some RTS game with these buildings, and you know it. Oh yeah, and this is much better. This is main faction from the Godfrey's Rebellion story, which is Umbrians, Silurians, and Turanians. And as you can see, this is pretty much Assyrian warrior from ancient times. This is standard Norman warrior. This is some kind of Viking warrior with some broken wall and armies clashing together. And these are creatures from this world. This is froblins because they are a mix of frog and goblin, prop blinds. This is some orc dudes, but I want them look like more like pig, and with classic samurai armor, wolf riders, some trolls. I don't know if I will use some of these creatures in my world building project. And this is interesting because I forget about it. This is a some take on my map, but I think it would be nice. That map would be show in the shapes of animals. This is some wolf head. This is eagle. This is I don't know, maybe wild boar. This is banners for these factions, and another dudes with some kind of props with different weapons. This was some mercenary warrior. Another castle entrance with the bridge. This is some mouse guy or whatever it is. This is another take on the Silurian warriors with the classic Norman haircut, bowl cut. Once again, I was trying to merge together with animal fur and leather. Some Saxon helmet. This guy is pretty crazy. Looks like cat face or something. And other buildings and resources. Once again, you can see wood, stone, iron, food, and this is buildings you can harvest these resources. So this is mine camp, or I don't know, I forget it. I'm nervous. Don't judge me. This is farm. This is mill. This is stable. So you can produce from farm horses. Pretty crazy if you ask me, but logical. This is some servants and builders and warriors you can make, and another Silurian warriors with some different types of swords, helmets, and maces, and billhook, or a halberd. I like this guy because this is my back. I have scoliosis, so I'm pretty round. Another creatures here. This is some gnoll, which is hyena mixed with I don't know, goat or something. This is another orc samurai. This is some goblin, and this is normal dude. Another weapons. This is Egyptian kopesh, which is like scimitar. Stickmans everywhere. But this is much better. This is some Viking warriors, and I think this could be Baron Godfrey for my Godfrey's Rebellion story, of course, with some longboat Viking ship, which is Drakkar or Snekar. I think they are call it like that. Some Viking warriors, but as you can see, it's pretty much fantasy. But I like this, especially the drawing, which was more detailed. And as I said, this is something I do usually when I am out of home. This is some of my notes, and this is for the Argos faction, which is basically something like medieval Greece with some ancient times with the Hoplon shield and hoplite light like warrior. This is some ideas for this. This is map of Argos. No. This is my dude's original map of unknown world. You can see this is Umbria. This is Turan, Argos, and This part is much bigger in final version. I didn't know at the time what what kind of civilization will be on this map, so they just add in the meantime. And this is interesting because this is of Tarkan warriors, and main theme of these warriors is eagle. So you can see a lot of eagle ornaments, eagle shield, and other stuff. And here comes the best part. This is Atlantean warrior, which is my favorite design because it's based on seashells. You can see this is uh, this is shield as seashell. This guy have like ammonite or trilobite helmet with fish scale armor. Yeah, another sea team all around. Banners for the each faction. This is note Phoenicia because the Tarkan Empire was called I don't know, Phoenix Empire or something like that. It was more cool, but more cringe also. This is a timeline, what happened during my stories. You can see there is a GR, Godfrey Rebellion, and before that is Atlanteans and Bellovesu story and something like that. It spans from, I don't know, 1000 years. Another weapons and helmets. This is pretty cool. I think this is for Tarkans, but it looks like more for Atlanteans. Yes, this is type of design of Tarkan warriors. I like this dagger or sword. This is also I like this helmet and shield with feathers. This is bird helmet, and I think I never used any of these ideas, but I think they look very good. And this is much better because I spent more time on this. And this is Umbrian Knight, and this is Silurian Rebel, which is pretty much a Saxon warrior. This is uh, something like 11th century with some chainmail and Norman helmet with cheek guards and kite shield, which is pretty huge. And this is Turanian warrior, uh, inspired by Saracens or Turks. And this is some more another buildings. Another Atlantean warrior with octopus or squid icon on his shield, and I think I will use this in next design. Some guy on the horse, some sketches, some random map or something. The boat on the book, but instead of pages there are waves. I think I saw this somewhere and sketch it. This is some Celtic warrior. Mustache, something different this time. This is like a technique of block shadows or something like that. I don't know these terms in English. This is Mycenaean warrior with lobster armor. Viking warrior. This is some, I think, pre-Roman warrior, some 8th century BC, I think. This is some thumbnails for bigger illustration, two pages illustration. This is for battle you will see in future, and I think I did something like this. And this is some guy looking on dawn and with Atlantean ships approaching. This is obviously Roman cavalry helmet. This is samurai helmet. This is Eldar warrior from Warhammer 40k, I think. This is some boxer, gladiator. This is Captain Claw, based on my cat, but he is pirate, cat pirate Yes, he's basically a pirate. This is some female soldier with weird hat. This is from Narnia, I think. If you recognize this armor, this is Perseus killing Medusa. Oh, I don't mind that. This is a picture for my friend. And this is some Mycenaean warriors with the classic shields and armor, with helmets made from boar tusks. Some weapons used it in the time. This is some pictures from Odyssey. And this is Achilles killing Amazon warrior. Amazon warrior, some battle scene. This is Hector killing, I forget his name, his nephew of Achilles. This is, by the way, inspired by Dictys of Knossos, who was Asian author who purposely was at the Battle of Siege of Troy. This is Emperor of Mankind, obviously. This is illustration for Teutoburg battle with the Germans and Romans. This is some kind of logo or tattoo design of Raven, but I will tell you a secret. If you know what my name Merula is, it's in translation Blackbird. So now you know. Of course, Doom wallpaper or cover art, design of Witch King of Angmar from Lord of the Rings. And this is it. I think this is it. Thanks for watching. It was a little bit weird video, and I apologize for all technical issues. And I hope you like this sketchbook tour, and see you next time at more serious videos. And by the way, I don't have any tripod, so I just tape these my two brushes and put my phone on it. So yeah, this is my life.